Right, so let's jump right into it. This is Wednesday. Halfway to the weekend already. Yes. Oh, as you can see, I'm donning another rather, I guess you could call it nerdy, I don't know, just a t-shirt with the cartoons, and of course is Yu-Gi-Oh! Ironically enough, that ties in rather well with the theme for this week, which is dun, 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 childhood. I had a very split childhood as far as like fond memories of it are concerned. So my childhood started off obviously with me being, well, born, and the way that my brother and I were both born, not at the same time, we're not twins, but the way that my brother and I were both born really gives testament to how, I guess, eccentric you would say my family is just right from the get-go. I was born in a horse trough in my living room at the time. We moved since then, but it was in Pontiac, Michigan, and it was in my living room. My mom decided, and I completely agree with this sentiment, that she didn't really trust the hospital. She just didn't. I mean, nobody really likes going to the hospital, but my mom really, really does not like going to the hospital. We've gotten kind of screwed over by them a couple of times. So it was a pretty educated decision on her part not to do that. Instead, she enlisted the help of a midwife, and they rented a horse trough, filled it up. My dad and she got in when she started going into labor, and out I came. Woo! I was an 8-pound baby, I believe. It was June 24th, 1994. My at-home life growing up, freaking awesome. My parents basically, I mean, they weren't strict particularly, nor was I a really bad kid, so it worked out perfectly. I mean, I remember, especially after we moved, just running around in the backyard with my brother, shirtless, mind you. I didn't wear shirts, I didn't wear shoes, I was always digging in the dirt. I wanted to be an archaeologist, then an ichthyologist. But, on the other hand, I also really liked to play with Barbies. I loved my little outfits. Like, I had no problem getting dressed up and, like, getting out of those, like, little shorts and stuff that I had, but, I definitely also liked Barbies. So, like, I knew all my Barbies' names. My brother knew all my Barbies' names, like, and my brother's straight, actually, just in case everybody's like, oh, okay, so you know, you both turned, no. My brother's completely straight. He just enjoyed playing with me with my Barbies, because we didn't treat them like Barbies. Like, we didn't take them to the mall and stuff. It was like we went on adventures, and they got more salacious as we got older. We didn't stop playing with those Barbies until I got into high school, I guess. So yeah, when I was younger, instead of having like imaginary friends, I didn't really have that at the time. I had personas that I would do. They were all guys. One of them was called Kubosh, after the ghost in Casper the Friendly Ghost. If you remember that, it wasn't even a very significant movie. I just liked the name Kubosh. Another one was Zachary, which is testament to the fact that I still like the name Zachary. And I remember, because my elementary school, actually all of the schools that I went to, public even though they were, had uniforms, and so I used to go to my cousin's house, who lived right around the block at the time, after school, and I would be wearing like a little, what are those things called? Jumper, I guess? Like a jumper dress thing that I hated to high heaven. Hated that thing. Hated it. So I would go over to my cousin's house wearing that, and I would try to convince him that like it was a kilt, and that I went to like this weird specialty boys school or whatever. Like anyway, that was me. So that was my home life growing up. School was a split as well. So I guess I could say that 2/3 of my childhood went really, really smoothly. In school, I excelled very rapidly. I was an early reader. I read a lot. My parents read to me at home, so my vocabulary was really good as well. Both my parents are very intellectual. My teachers all loved me because I was very well behaved. I was very mild-mannered. I always answered questions. My grades were always stellar. Stellar grades, always. I don't remember getting bad grades ever on anything. I pretty much got all A's all the way through school, K through 12. I definitely got all A's, 9 through 12, though. Valedictorian. Just saying. The part about school that really, really sucked is that for some reason, well, actually, I'm gonna go into why, but I just couldn't make any friends. Like, I was a really lonely kid at school because none of the kids in my classes cared for me particularly at all. And in fact, they made fun of me a lot because at that point, by the time I was in 2nd grade, I wanted to be an ichthyologist because I loved sharks. And I wanted to study, well, I thought I wanted to study fish, but I really just meant sharks. But because of that and the fact that I had short hair, I got teased so badly by my classmates. Well, I say classmates, by the girls in my class. Because elementary school girls are just vicious. Middle school girls too. High school girls as well. Girls can be pretty vicious. They can be vicious. They teased me horribly. Like, I remember I had to go to the bathroom, and these girls wouldn't let me in the girls' bathroom because they said that only girls could go in the girls' bathroom, and because I had short hair and I was not wearing a little skirt dress thing, I was not allowed in the bathroom. And I was really upset, and I had to go get the teacher, and it was really embarrassing, but I just had to pee, you know what I'm saying? Like, ugh. That continued through 2nd grade. It would have continued, I mean, it did kind of on and off continue through elementary and middle school, but it wasn't a gender thing. It was just because I was like a, teacher's pet, and I was smart, and for some reason children just don't think that being smart is a good thing. They'd rather be stupid. I don't know what they would rather be, but I decided to make a pact, sort of unofficially and officially, with myself after 2nd grade that I was going to be, really ultra feminine. I was going to grow my hair out, and I did. Like, I had long hair 2nd grade all the way to my 1st year of college. Like, I had long hair, or at least very feminine hair. Never short, but like, shoulder length, down my back, like all that stuff. And I wore skirts and dresses, and I didn't really know makeup, which all of that, I don't resent that. I don't feel like any of that was putting on a show. I really do like clothes. I did develop a very strong love of clothes, but the reasons why I was getting into all those things and why I was obsessed with those things was just completely cockeyed. Those girls really messed me up. And silly me, didn't have the foresight to realize that if the girls were mean, I could be friends with the guys. If I ever saw them again, I mean, honestly, they probably don't even remember, but I remember. So if you are or ever were a bully, just keep in mind, you will forget, but the person that you messed up, they're not going to forget. They'll remember your name, really, forever. You'll like see them years later at some reunion for school, and you'll never even know that you ever talked to them. But I guarantee you, anybody who's ever been bullied has the face and name of the person who tormented them just fucking tattooed to the inside of their brain. That is my little childhood. I didn't mean to end it on such a sour note. Oops. I had some photos I could throw in there because I have some really great photos of growing up. But alas, they're all back in America, so I don't have those. Take care, guys. I will see you next Wednesday, and we've got some great stuff planned and everything. So yeah. Later. Ciao.